I am serious when last week I was wearing shorts in Arizona, now I'm in Finland.
1,000. Hit me. You want me to come to Helsinki during the winter? I said Costa Rica. You heard Helsinki? What's the matter with you?
My life advice is do not start a YouTube channel.
Bruh.
Oh man, the bullshit in Helsinki piled up so fast you needed wings to stay above it.
A strange man approaching me in Dallas.
I was going to one of the chilliest places on Earth and I didn't even know it yet.
Perhaps the biggest culture shock is the snow.
I wanted a shooting match, and for my sins, they gave me one. I thought I was gonna make a great gun YouTube video for this, and I didn't even bring my cameraman.
It's kind of dark.
It's Gulf of America now.
Well, perhaps it was one of the greatest trade deals I've ever conducted.
We're gonna play this back.
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah.
Now you're probably wondering why the footage doesn't look as good as usual. That's because I'm using this little Sony ZV-E10 camera, and I could just film stuff on the fly. AKA, I didn't bring the man behind the camera with me. Sorry, Colton. I had fun without you. So it's not gonna be as quality as usual, but the message is still the same. It's fun.
Yo, Haley, is the U.S. Army renting you out to the Finns for psyoping?
This is a rogue mission.
I met James Reeves in Finland and all I got was shitty legal advice. Smug bastard.
God, could you imagine bleeding out here? If you're seeing this, I may be dead. I have returned to the land of the Finns for a winter brutality match. It's where they shoot guns in the snow. I'm a little out of my element, a fish out of water, one might say. It would probably be like a stormtrooper from Tatooine all of a sudden getting stationed to go fight a battle on Hoth. It is one of the experiences that I will treasure. It's type 2 fun, where you suffer a little bit, but then you look back and you're like, oh, that was a good time. This should be number 3 in terms of trips to
Here we
Finland.
go again.
I've been learning the local dialect. I still don't understand it, but I've been learning. The plan today is to do some winter survival training.
The purpose of this training is to make sure you are not going to die at loppuj in Finnish brutality.
So I mean, that's kind of an interesting dynamic. This whole thing is being hosted by Varustelleka, a company out here in Finland that specializes in a bunch of military surplus and clothing and making their own stuff here in Finland. It's currently 5:24 in the morning here and 8 p.m. back home. But now I gotta get kitted and fitted to head out there and survive. Survive in the winter.
All right, so what they don't realize, the French, is that at the Battle of Agincourt, all right, it was plowed for winter wheat. So
Do you guys know where the coffee's at?
I think it's...
Yeah, it's over there.
Thank you.
I want to join the U.S. Army.
It begins in California.
Hello there. I've been conscripted into Finnish military service. I'm going to die.
What do we make it at? What do we make it at? What was our time?
We're right at 10 minutes.
Right at 10 minutes!
Yeah. I don't know if you're supposed to do that.
Why?
That's a DQ. We've been DQ'd, dude.
No, dude!
That is Jordan. He films for Forgotten Weapons. And earlier, he pushed me down when I was trying to ski.
Spinal.
We should drown him in the cold plunge.
Dude, we should.
Drown him.
You know what would be a real dream come true? Is getting to meet Ian from Forgotten Weapons.
That guy's content has been my favorite since I was like 12.
Very educational, very clean. I learn a lot. I just can never imagine actually getting to meet him in the flesh.
Yeah, man, that'd be sick. Alright, let's go do the cold plunge.
Yes,
yeah.
Joe Rogan can never.
What the fuck?
Aaron, are you excited?
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
What's the difference between administrative results and managerial results?
Not much.
Okay. My teeth used to be really long. Now I got a tiny song.
I'm coming for you, Soviet Russia!
There's a gas station 50 meters from here.
So that was pretty uncool.
That was really cool. Gets cold.
Now, of course, this being a firearms channel, we have to quickly talk about the guns themselves. Now, when you actually go to Finland, you can have your guns imported, but I did not go that route because it's kind of tedious. Maybe next time. This time I was yet again using a loaners, and I was using something a bit more modern than the past 2 times. It was a Mark 18 setup with a EOTech and a can on it. I can't remember which can, sue me. The pistol was a bone stock Glock 19 Gen 3, and I noticed I had some issues during some of the stages when I was using it, and I mainly suck with irons, which was a gut check because that wouldn't hurt my ego, but nonetheless, it was still a great time, and I appreciate the kind Finnish man that let me borrow his guns. A very unique aspect to this is getting to partake in a winter warfare survival training style scenario. Now, granted, this was a very short intro crash course into something like this, and there's a lot more layers to unpack, but the guy teaching us is literally an expert and lives north of the Arctic Circle, and he teaches this course to members of militaries from all over the world. So for someone from Arizona, where I get to peek behind the curtain at this and I never really get to encounter snow, to me it was a really cool treat.
I put it out quicker than everyone else.
I couldn't recall that he said don't pour water on it, but...
Did he?
Now you may be wondering if I'm going to break down and explain each stage that I shot, and I'm not going to do that. You should know this by now. I'm focused on the good times, hanging out with the boys, having fun. That's the mission, and the mission was accomplished.
Hey, Shiga, is that your Desert Tech Mormon gun?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You know the cool thing about those guns is that you can have multiple of them.
Oh, I got the joke.
Hey, Mike, can I see the British gun?
Oh, come on, England! Store some goals!
That's how British people talk, right? It was so good, I couldn't stop. Dan, wake up. You have fire watch.
I need a fun Finnish phrase.
Previously on another Administrative Results Finnish Brutality episode.
Lähdetään syömähän.
Now give me your Americanized white girl phrase.
Oh my god, you're always asking me. R:n kierrän orren ympäri S-pisten taskuun.
Now I need your white girl valley accent.
Are you sure? Like, I don't want to do that anymore. It's so lame.
Today, you will be subjected to the ice cold water.
What the hell am I doing?
Hit! 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 Hit!
So the nice thing about hiring a woman to film for you is you can pay her 70 cents on the dollar.
I hired myself for this and I didn't hire me.
Gentlemen, this video is sponsored by Americana Pipe Trim Apparel. Fantastic young Zoomers getting after it in the Milsurp Space Center Arena. They have a bunch of cool inventory and surplus on their website. Night vision knives, manuals, and e-bikes. Anything you need to LARP hard in your mother's basement. We also have to thank the optics sponsor of the channel, Optics Plan. All right, now back to suffering in Finland and getting swole in Arizona.
The masculine urge to tell no one and just wander off into the Finnish woods. They are calling.
Hit! 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 Hit!
It's the wind that gets you.
It's not so much the heat, it's the humidity that will kill you.
All right, it's day 2 of winter brutality. A little bit colder out. A little bit sleepy from all the saunas and long drink. But we will persevere. There's the Finnish Terminator, Jari himself. I have to go follow him because he knows where I'm going to go shoot next. Just like Arizona.
James, how you feeling?
I am completely numb. Spiritually, physically, sexually.
Sexually?
Huh?
I'm already so cold.
Stupid. All right, man, what's up? Why you look so mad, dude?
Because everybody thought I was crazy. The ROs told me all you have to do is take the red dot, put it on the target, and pull the trigger. They're making fun of me. They double-checked the rifle on paper. It was a good like 9 inches off high right. I don't know what feels good, if it's my ego or just the validation or what, but
left.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Well, well, well. Who's running this? This guy looks familiar.
Did they already give shooting order?
You know what this remind me of?
What's that, Cal?
If you did.
A scar stop.
I'm sure there's. So we're out here drinking long drinks, and I noticed it's just me and you, Aaron.
These guys are just mad they're not drinking long drinks themselves, dude.
That's probably it, dude. They're probably looking at us, and they're just like, damn, these guys look tight, dude. These guys look tight.
This hat, it goes incredibly hard.
You shall not pass! Another great spot to bleed.
Looking for a Ryan, James Francis Ryan of Iowa. Hey, buddy, you know James Francis Ryan of Iowa?
I don't know.
Dude, what are those green things covered in white stuff out there?
The cocaine toothbrushes. It's a Finland thing. You wouldn't understand.
So the crazy part about being around James Reeves, even just for a little bit, is how much big words that he can use. He's probably using words like magnanimous, stupendous, superfluous, words that are way above my vocabulary. It's crazy at the body language on this guy. And then this guy's just going nonverbal.
First look at the character in the middle is the leader of this group of guys. Everyone's looking at him, and the people around him is obviously looking for his approval. And finally, arguably one of the best characters, Quandale Dingle.
Dan's behind the camera filming this part for me. Thank you, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Finished the shooting part today. Little vlog camera thingy died on me. I should have charged it. Well, there was a lot of sauna and long drinks involved, and, well, it just got put on the back burner, so sorry about that. Pretty fun, I will say. The learning curve for doing things in the cold, like I've been skiing up north, like in Arizona and dumb stuff like that, and been to other cold places, but usually the weather isn't trying to kill me this much, where it's like, you can't just comfortably not worry about the weather here. It's going to kill you. That's a big shock to the system, Dan, I will say. Since you're here, I get to talk to you. Massively plays into it, man. I didn't think it was gonna be as rough as it was. I've been to these things before. I knew you were gonna get gassed. They're gonna try and gas you out. Trying to do all that stuff while wearing 4 layers in armored is a whole different vibe, especially in the boots that I have. I got these Finnish Conscripted boots. And everyone else is like, yeah, those are just like military snow boots. To me, it's like I'm wearing dead weight on my feet. I'm used to like lightweight, fast shoes. That makes a difference, dude. That makes a difference. What is it, like every pound on your foot is like 10 pounds on your back or something like that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
The experience, I will say, is where the juice is at for this. It's getting to come to Finland, you get trained by a dude, winter survival training, from a dude that trains the Finnish military guys up in Lapland of how to survive like north of the Arctic Circle. Like I'm from Arizona, it's probably gonna get backlogged for all like longbow knowledge, but the opportunity is like very unique. And I am very appreciative of that. And then of course the best part, I will say, is getting to hang out with all the bros and all the friends and all the good times. Like shooting to me is really fun and I love shooting, but it's the people that you get to go shoot with that makes a big difference. And that is the best part about this, hands down.
In my division of armored, I placed 21st. Overall, I placed 32nd out of 200 shooters. Was I happy with these results, as administrative as they were? Absolutely not. I strive for greatness. I want to lasso the moon, but sometimes you do just happen to come up short. And I was shooting very much out of my element. I'm used to a much more dry, warm climate. not wearing 29 layers of clothing. That being said, the experience still was a treat. Getting to hang out with everyone was a blast, and getting to challenge yourself in a completely new environment makes for a much more interesting life. So if anything, get out there, try something new, have a good time.
I'll be honest, that didn't go as bad as I thought.
So, me and you and Tony are taking me for a ride in the Sisu, but what I've gathered is it's actually just a ploy to kill the person who's done the worst at YouTubing today. So they're taking me out here to murder me.
Do better content!
I want to. So what did you get, by the way?
Oh yeah, I got the admin wool thingy, you know, like what the racists wear. I mean, the YouTubers.